So today I want to talk about why you need to pick something you are passionate about as a niche or as a product that you would want to be selling in your own e-commerce store and build a brand around it. See, when I first got started dropshipping back in late 2017, early 2018, I was basically just on the lookout for random products which I thought would do well because I saw that those products were generating some very good sales numbers for other dropshippers out there. So once I saw an ad that did well, that had a lot of engagement on it, then I just started looking for that particular product, came up with a creative and straight up launched it on Facebook, only to realize later on that it would not produce the same results for me. Even for the products that I was able to generate good results with and the products that did end up converting into a winner, those products I was not able to keep the momentum going running them, meaning that they would just run for a couple of weeks, 3-4 weeks maximum at most, and then they would just die out, which would leave me very much frustrated because I remember I was craving so much consistency. My goal was to basically live off of e-commerce and have an online store that I would be able to make a living out of. That was exactly what I wanted to achieve, because after finding 2 winning products, I realized that even though I was able to make a fairly decent amount of money with those winning products that I had found, I was left with a bitter taste after those products died out, because I would be back again to square one trying to find another winning product and go through the whole hamster wheel trying to look for another winning product, which 9.9 times out of 10 I have no interest in and I have no understanding or good command of. This whole thing made me realize the importance of really selling something that you are passionate about and something that you really do have a strong and genuine interest in and that you have a very good command of. This is probably the most important reason, which explains why you need to be passionate about the products that you want to be selling. The second important reason, which I do believe is enough to justify you picking something that you are passionate about, something you are interested in, rather than selling something that you heard or that someone else told you that is selling very well and you need to jump on the bandwagon so that you can get your share of the pie. This reason is that this is not a sprint race, okay? So when you launch an online business, it is no different than launching a real life business, a physical business, brick and mortar. It will be a long race with no finish line. It's an endurance race filled with obstacles, filled with a lot of failures, pain, tears along the way. And if you are not passionate about the stuff that you are selling, if you are not passionate about the niche that you are involved in, then chances are, I would say 9 times out of 10, that you would just throw in the towel along the way. You will just try to find another opportunity to jump on and make money off of. So this is the other reason which I believe justifies why you need to pick something you are passionate about, because when you are really passionate about something, no matter what comes your way, no matter what obstacles get thrown your way, no matter how hard or how high these obstacles are or how much you think they are impossible to overcome, the very simple fact that you are passionate about the stuff that you are selling and you really enjoy whatever product that you are selling to your customers, that is exactly the reason that is going to keep you going, and that is going to differentiate you from all the other competitors who are going to end up throwing in the towel because of the very same reason, being that they are not passionate about the products that they are selling, so they can only go so far. Whereas if you are passionate about the stuff that you are selling, you can go very far, okay? So this is very important, guys. I've always been a big advocate of this, and I keep preaching this in my videos, but I believe that this is a very important factor and a very big success driver, which actually holds a lot of people back, especially in the dropshipping e-commerce industry, because like I said, a lot of people, when they get into this industry, their first goal is to make immediate cash, to make immediate gains, with little to no regard for the stuff that they want to sell on their store they just buy a subscription or a membership on a spy tool, which hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of newbie dropshippers are already on, and as a result of that, the chances of you finding a product that is a winning product are very slim. The third reason why you need to pick something you are passionate about is because e-commerce as a whole has become very competitive. It's a very competitive industry. The reason being is that the barriers to entry are very low, so pretty much anyone and everyone can get into e-commerce, building their own Shopify store, especially nowadays, since Shopify has made it easier than ever to launch your own e-commerce website, which was not the case a couple decades ago, because it was much more expensive to build a website and you would have to be more tech savvy to come up with an e-commerce store. Like I said, this has become very easy nowadays. This is very good because it makes it very easy for people to get started and launch their own online stores. But on the flip side, like I said, this makes the barriers to entry quite low, which again is a direct driver of high competition. And when you get into a competitive market or industry, you have to find out ways to become competitive and to stand out and distinguish yourself and your business from the plethora of other competitors which are fighting for the biggest share of the pie. And what I believe is one of the very best ways to achieve just this, to stand out from the hordes of competitors, is to be genuinely passionate about the stuff that you sell. Because if you are, it will really come across very easily to whoever is browsing your website. And let's say, for example, to make this a little clearer for you guys, let's say, for example, you like cars. So as an example, let's say that you want to sell car products, okay? And you have no clue, and you have no idea, no clue about cars. You have no idea what models BMW makes, or Mercedes, or Audi, Porsche, whatever car brand, what their models are, what trims they come in, what engines they come in, what drivers might be interested in as far as the accessories that they can get for their vehicles and whatnot, and what are the needs of drivers for their cars as far as protection, as far as making their car look better. And you have no idea what type of needs car owners have and what exactly they need for their car as far as protection, as far as aesthetics, how they can improve the looks of their car, and the maintenance, how they can maintain their car in very good condition, all that type of stuff. So if you have no idea about all of this, what makes you think that you would be able to compete in a market where you have other genuinely passionate competitors that do know what to sell to these clients, that understand perfectly their needs, how to address their needs, and what type of products they want to be selling to these customers to address these needs? There is literally no chance for you to compete against these people. And not only that, but it will also show up in the way you build your website, in the way you're branded, in the type of products that you provide, in the type of copy that you use to sell those products, and a lot of things that your visitors, your potential customers, will pick up on to understand that this store is not run by someone who understands their needs, who has a strong command of the niche that they are selling in, which is the car niche. This is a big turn off for potential customers. It's just going to drive them away from your website, leading to a dramatic drop in conversion rates. Like I said, this is very important. If you are really passionate about the stuff that you sell, it will come across very easily on your store and people will pick up on it. It will just drive up the trust factor through the roof. So let's say a car enthusiast visits 2 stores, okay? One store is run by someone who is genuinely passionate about cars, and the other is run by someone who is passionate about cats and who has no clue whatsoever about cars and anything related to cars. Who do you think this car enthusiast is going to buy from? Which store do you think is going to resonate the most with this car enthusiast's needs, and which store do you think is going to earn the trust of this car enthusiast? So the answer is obvious, right? So this is why you really need to figure out whatever product you want to sell, whatever niche you want to be involved in from the get-go, so that when you start watering your grass, you are watering the right grass, right, with the right type of seed. Because what's the point of watering the wrong grass? Meaning that you sell something that you have no clue about. you will just end up losing your energy, your money, with little to no results to show for it. Which is why you guys need to get this right from the get-go, because once you do, then all the effort that you are putting into the store, that you are putting into growing your branded, it's going to pay off sooner or later, and it's just going to build momentum for you guys. And the longer you water the grass with the right seeds, the bigger the momentum is going to be. Unlike when you are selling stuff that you have no clue about and stuff that you really have no understanding of, you would just be wasting your time because there will be no momentum effect created. So I hope that you guys will use this to your advantage and build the right foundation to build your e-commerce empire on, because with the right foundation you will go very far, but with the wrong foundation you will go nowhere, my friend. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.